Playa haters come in all shapes and sizes, especially the ones that's from the industrial age. See, I'm from the industrial age slash information age. So I'll always have an advantage that I'm learning more and more that they really hate. It's the fact that they envy my freedom. See, having a knowledge of the industrial age and having a knowledge of the information age, you're able to have the best of both worlds and know and understand what to do with both when you see an opportunity. And the information age is loaded with opportunities every second. So when I'm out and about and people that is only in the industrial age, they tend to envy my freedom because I come and go as well as the fuck I please, and they're stuck at a job. Now, they hate their job. I would say 98% of them hate their job, but really, if they had read a book that President Trump had wrote before he became president called Why We Want You to Be Rich, they would be able to see their job as a stepping stone and an asset. Instead, they look at it as a place they hate to go to and that they're stuck. He said in the book that if you take the industrial age, and the information age, those that have combined the two will always be able to see an opportunity and carve out their own fortune, which is what I do. And man, like I kind of blew it off the first few times. But again, when I'm out and about, you can be anywhere taking care of your business. You're going to see people, and people that is in that same area is inevitably going to see you. And that's when you end up learning that they like you or they don't like you. Now, this one here, this particular person is a security guard. Now, to me, security, that's how I learned what I learned now. All the stuff that I talk about, most of it originally came from security, because when you're doing security, your job is to look and observe 95% of the time. So that 5%, you have a lot of time on your hands. If you're at an industrial building, a commercial building, or even a residential property, you're going to have downtime. And I love to read. So I've always did a lot of reading. So I saw the person and I kind of thought maybe they envied my freedom because, like I said, I'm a combination of the industrial age and with the information age. I've combined both. It's almost like what the late Prince did, may he rest in peace, when he changed his name, but you saw he took the symbol of the name that we were not able to ever pronounce, and he combined it with Prince. You could see a lot of it when he came out with Rage Until Fantastic. He has the symbol and his name combined together, and I understood to combine the industrial age knowledge, experience with the information age knowledge and experience. So you're able to see plenty of opportunities where when a person solely is just in the industry age only, and we're living in an ever advanced changing world with the internet, automation, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Agenda 2050, and Agenda 2063. You're left in the dust. And, I was just like, wow, you're going to take all this non-productive time to show me how much you envy my freedom. When really you should wonder what books I've read, what type of online or audio. There's so many things that are internet oriented today where one does not have to be stuck at a job that they don't like. They don't. But since he's chosen to ignore the information age and not combined it with him being at a job that he hates, and I call it the industrial age, because you had to go physically to a job and be at a place that you might have liked to be at, or a place where you don't want to be at. Whereas the information age allow for you can work at home, you can work online, you can work on your phone, you can work on your laptop, you can do a variety of things. And you don't have to go to a traditional job if you don't want to. Only if you believe that that's the only thing you have available for yourself. And I'm saying each to his own. I'm not criticizing the person that works in the industrial age because they may be happy. They may have invested in certain things that took place before 1974, if I'm not mistaken, before they went off of taking care of a person after they retire. They may have gotten a buyout, or they may have set up their Roth IRA. They may have things set up pretty well. But most people are not aware of that because now you don't have that anymore. You really have a 401k. A 401k is not a retirement plan, it's a savings plan. And most people, especially the baby boomers, they don't have a retirement plan. They don't got no money. So most people hate their jobs and they envy your freedom if you have a knowledge of the industrial age and also of the information age, and you've mastered how to combine the two to generate money for yourself so you don't have to be around Pookie and Ray Ray. Because the thing with Pookie and Ray Ray is Pookie and Ray Ray always trying to act like they are all that, and they cling on to a job. Pookie and Ray Ray don't never try to get out here and really honestly make a name for themselves and earn their bones like rulers of a country do and still do. They don't do that. Now, the good thing about the information age is they're coming out with more automation. Automation is taking over. It has taken over, but they're going to eradicate a lot of jobs that Pookie and Ray Ray relied on in the industrial age. Pookie and Ray Ray was terrified of the information age because that means they would have to stop being a nigga, and most of them are not going to do that. So they're going to perish and die, which I am always happy. Now, you might have a few of them that pretend that they are Pookie and Ray Ray so that Pookie and Ray Ray won't turn on them and double team them and try to beat them up and rob them when they know they get paid, or try to sleep with them because they're gay on the down low, and may turn around and embrace the information age. But most of them are not, because they believe in staying, never forget where you came from, poverty. Okay, so I'm saying that to say this: be aware that those of you who have already embraced the information age with your knowledge and experience of the industrial age, I'm sure you can relate to where I'm coming from. But those are my viewers that may be somewhat interested in embracing the information age. It's a good thing to do because automation has already taken over, and it's not going to be good. If you want to know more about it, check out the book called Why We Want You to Be Rich, written by President Trump before he became president. It's a very good book. It explains the three financial worlds in the society we live in. I can tell you about it briefly. Okay, the first one is the poor. The poor, they are financially illiterate, and they're going to die that way. The middle class, or the dying middle class, are taught to go to school, graduate, go to college, get a job, retire, and let the government take care of you. Okay, that's no more. That's dead. And the rich is taught to own all asset producing services and products such as Amazon, such as Walmart, such as Apple, such as, well, you get where I'm going. Now, President Trump explained in the book, in order to become rich, there are 5 things you must have. Now, I truly believe that most of my viewers have this within them. He said you must have leverage, control, creativity, expandability, and predictability. That book will teach you more about that. The book is so powerful. I made a commitment to read it 25 times. I read it 12 times because somebody stole it. And you know all I could say? I hope they read it. And this is all coming back to being hated. Okay, people will envy your freedom, especially those that are stuck or choose to remain in the industrial age. So put your comments in the comments section. Don't you go anywhere.